I think we should check in on another country, and that's the Republic of Chaz. Like I have just over this weekend, so much has happened.
There's a lot of videos.
So much has happened in Chaz. So I figured we'd start with a quick little interview to see kind of like the people that are living there. For those that don't know, seriously, where the fuck have you been if you don't know what Chaz is? But Chaz is an autonomous zone set up by a SoundCloud rapper and super Airbnb host, Raz, in 6 city blocks in downtown Seattle in the Capitol Hill district. They've already been receiving foreign aid from the mayor, who sent in bathrooms. And yesterday there was reports, and this is true, that not only did they send in bathrooms, the city was allowed to send in porta potty crews to clean out the porta potties.
So they're an independent country,
right?
But they have to live off of Seattle's services still, right? Is that
correct? They're running off of the power grid, the water
sure
grid.
I'm getting this correct. Okay, great.
Yes, that's correct.
Good. Way to be independent. So basically, Chaz is a white woman. I'm independent, and also, where's my child support?
Yeah.
Same exact way. Trying to house them and things.
Ghost, I noticed that you're armed.
I currently have an unloaded firearm. Yes.
Unloaded one. That'll come in handy.
Why would you say that? Why would you say that?
Don't worry, guys. It's not loaded.
I'll be carrying, and in recent weeks there have been threats to the people that come inside of the Chaz area, and I would rather put my body first and possibly even the odds against people with ill intent towards everybody here.
I'm sorry, does somebody speak fucking retard? What is he saying?
I don't know, but all I hear is that his gun's unloaded, so I kind of want to take all his shit.
Weapons.
Who are those folks that have ill intent for those that are inside the area? Would that be the Seattle Police Department?
No comment.
Okay.
But just against threats to the people that are trying to enjoy and protest peacefully and to come and do stuff out there. To come and participate.
And what would you say to the folks that do you mind if I pan over here?
You gotta ask. Go ahead and ask.
Well, sorry, I'll
Wait, you gotta ask if you could pan. It's public space. You could fucking pan over any way you want.
Also, turn your phone sideways.
Yeah.
Fucking
I
asshole.
was more looking for the barriers here. And I'm sorry, what was your name?
I got my skr.
Skr.
I'm sorry, Mike. What was his name? Did you catch it? I'm writing it down.
The future of America.
Is
folks.
what now? Skr?
The skr.
Skr?
Yes. Skr sounds like a Middle European dish, right? Doesn't it sound like something made with potatoes and relish or something? Oh, you've never had Ukrainian skirt? Yeah, it's really good. It's delicious.
It sounds like the noise you make when you pull a chair out from a table.
You generally eat it after the meal with your digestif, and it's a very nice, airy. It's got sour cream in it. Delicious.
It's made out of goose liver, I believe. I've read about this. It's
like a pate.
Oh, hey, Earl, we got any more skr back there? I'm fucking starving.
Yeah, he is.
I know.
Ronnie does look like he's fucking starving.
Yeah.
The barriers here. And I'm sorry, what was your name?
I got my skr.
Skr?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. So we've got barriers here, and we've got barriers down on the other end. Chief Carmen Best and the deputy chief recently said that the response time for the Seattle Police Department has gone up threefold to 15 minutes from 5 minutes for the 911. What is your response to that?
That is not no comment.
So, this is how it works. I mean, if you've ever lived in or been around a big city, I'm sure you know, Mike. You remember New York, but
it's not that big. It's just a little community.
New York City,
Queens, New York, is a very small town. We have those small town values.
I heard Spider-Man lives there.
Those small town values. We have millions of Bangladeshi and Chinese people yelling at you in fucking non-English.
So what happens is when you close down a major police precinct in the middle of the city, Yes, that's correct. Police times will go down because they have to drive further to get to rapes and murders.
See, usually
and things like that.
Yeah, usually you see what they'll do is they'll have more than one police station, and that's because let's say if a rape happens in the Bronx, they can't drive all the way from Manhattan. That's crazy. So yeah, they have precincts, and then you go like, oh, okay, send somebody who's at the Bronx precinct, and he'll be there in like 10 minutes. Yeah, it's weird. It's weird how that happens. It also probably doesn't help that you have armed fucking SoundCloud rappers standing at barricades all along, and that the cops have to stop and provide ID.
No comment. Okay, that's fair. One of the reasons that I wanted to come out again is, I'm
a big Seahawks fan, so
mentioned that I'm running for Congress. And I think that we need police reform. And I'm actually a Republican. I'm on, sort of that side of the aisle. And I think...
And that's pretty much where the clip ends.
By the way, breaking news.
Yes.
So this weekend, obviously, there was another officer-involved shooting. And, of course, they had a little bit of outbreak of some protests in Atlanta, and they burned the Wendy's down that the guy was shot in. I'll let you guess, Royce. Was the Wendy's corporate owned or was it a franchise?
Franchise. I already knew that.
Okay.
It was franchise. Who owned? Oh, I don't. Okay. The second part I didn't know. Who owned the franchise?
Black people.
Really?
Black people owned.
A black guy owned Wendy's.
A black guy owned the Wendy's, and a white girl set it on fire because Black Lives Matter, folks.
We'll get, and actually, after we do the chat, after we do the chat stuff, we'll get to that because I wanted to get into that too.
That was great.
Here's some more. Dude, it's been a lot. Here's some more inside footage from Chaz or Chop. They're calling it Chop now. Chop or Chaz?
Chop. Is that what they're changing it?
Yeah, they've been calling it Chop now, which is again, which is different than Chaz, but it's in the same area as Chaz. But whatever. Here's another video from inside Chaz.
And what we're gonna do is break off into that group, and they're going to be in front of the liquor and wine store here to talk long-term strategies, how we want this to be a beautiful neighborhood.
Listen, let me stop.
Are they going to do the cha-cha slide or whatever?
You can talk long-term strategy. They're putting up with this for now. Do you think that they're going to allow you indefinitely to control 6 city blocks of Seattle? Because I don't think so. They're letting it go for a little bit. One of two things is going to happen. One of these people in here, because you're walking around with their guns, is going to accidentally or on purpose shoot somebody, and then guess what's going to happen? All bets are off. They're going to shut it down. The moment one person gets shot in there, it's going to be over. They won't let it keep going. They couldn't after someone gets shot.
Long-lasting. Another second group is going to be the tactics. We've achieved this.
Now, Mike, when you're setting up a group like this, where do these people look like they were educated? What fine universities do you think these people went to?
What do you mean these people?
Blacks.
Oh, Jesus. Talk about no nuance.
Oh, sorry.
Everest College.
Nice. What was that one that used to come on G4 TV, the video game school, where you could be a tester?
Hey, man, you sitting at home right now and you could be taking over a 6-block city center. What's up, dog? Man, you sitting here watching Maury Povich on your couch. You could be storming a police station right now with AK-47s.
Oh, fuck.
Yeah, right?
Somebody in the chat's being a dick. You heard Royce, bring guns and shoot. I did not mean, that's not what I said. I said they'll do it to themselves.
Here and ready to agitate, ready to really make some change.
That sounds like Joey Gibson.
How do we do that?
Mike, it might be Joey Gibson.
It could be.
This guy will do anything.
Just put shoe polish all over himself.
He would do it, yeah. I heard there were hookers here.
I heard there were a lot of trans people here in Seattle. I mean, Chaz, I'm sorry.
Sorry.
That's going to be a tactics scene over here in front of the Packard building, right by the City Hall, in front of the bagel shop. Tactics over there. And then lastly, a vibe check, like we said. There's been a lot of crazy vibes happening, a lot of rumors happening, a lot of feelings and emotions that we need to unpack. That's going to be right in front of the tents. feel free. Don't be compelled to stay in one. We're going to have multiple people's assemblies as time goes on.
Wait. So there's a lot of violence and a lot of rumors, and they're going to have a tent for what? To allow the violence or to stop the violence? These guys aren't Mike, I don't know if you know this, but these guys don't seem to be very organized.
No.
Absolutely necessary. We're going to break off into those groups, and we're going to come back. I'm going to have someone set a timer for 2 minutes. While you break off into the groups, have a seat when you've gotten there. If your group is over 15 people, break it off into a second or a third group. If you feel like you don't have much to say or contribute, maybe just join and listen or continue to experience the
This is such a boring fucking urban takeover. Come on, man.
It really is. You know,
come on, do a terror.
It feels like a middle school project. Break off into groups and talk about your feelings.
Can we just get a good? This is gay. Can we get a shootout, please? Can we get something? You guys had it for a couple days, man. Shit was lit.
I can't get you a shootout. Best I can get you is this guy guarding a garden. Just a reminder before we play this awesome ninja gentleman. This garden is built on top of pizza boxes. So what they did was, and look, Mike, you're not a farmer, and I know you're not, so I'm going to school you. Yes, Mike.
But don't the roots have to go? Don't they have to move down and entrench themselves into the dirt to get in order to absorb nutrients and water from the soil?
I don't know about that. Questlove might be there though.
But what do the boxes do?
Okay, see, Mike, here's the thing. I'm gonna explain
these
it to
people are fucking hopelessly stupid.
I'm gonna explain it to the layman's, okay?
You're right. I'm not a farmer, Royce,
Okay,
but even I could go. This isn't gonna work, guys.
I'm gonna explain. I will explain. Please, Mike. What you have to understand is these people are fucking retards. Look, so it's the correct thing to do if you're going to plant a garden, of course, would be you would have to till up all the grass. That would be number one. You pull up all the grass, really plow it, make it malleable, and then you're gonna put the topsoil on there. Like, it's a whole process. Problem is that there's this life hack. If you put enough Domino's pizza boxes on the floor, that's a good way to build the urban garden. Now, I'm going to show you this guy because not only is this guy a gardener, because this guy you see with the shirt here is a gardener, you know what else he is? A protector of the garden.
Just somebody find a stick. How to grab this.
Wait, did you?
All around over the top.
Did they already plant stuff?
Yes.
So why is he walking all over it? Like, that's not.
Are you not watching him do his cool devil sticks?
Okay, but once you plant the things, you need to not walk all over the things you just planted.
Jim Edwards, like, you're killing the plants.
They're in very, very vulnerable shape when you first plant them like that.
You know the problem is, Mike, is that you just don't understand urban gardening.
Jim F said he's aerating it, you stupid idiot.
You're right. You're right. He's doing cool stick tricks, though. And look at that. This guy's awesome. What do you think he's on? Because he's definitely not sober.
Drugs, Royce.
Mike, I know
believe he's on
drugs. What drugs? Acid?
There's a reason I just said drugs.
All of them?
Because he's on all of them, probably.
He's good. He's really good.
These are the people we're facing. Like, at some point, right, you have to just say, look, I get it. Look, and I've been just as vocal about not wanting a police state as anybody else, right? But at some point, you have to turn to the government and go, don't you have machine guns or something? Like, can't you just come in and just go like the end of Breaking Bad? Just don't let, like, until the fucking barrel is glowing red, yep. Just watching bullets fly through these tents. I'm waiting for that day. When does that happen?
Oh, apparently he said it was a rain dance. Whoa, look at that. That's cool. It's a cool trick. Somebody says, Jennifer says, Chaz is literally the funniest thing that's happened this year. I will agree. This is hilarious to see.
50 cal mounted machine guns. No warning, by the way. No announcing you're coming. No, hey guys, you have 30 minutes to leave. I mean, just roll up and, like I said, just start firing until the fucking barrels are so hot that they're glowing red. That's what I want to see my government do.
He's manifesting. He's manifesting for stuff to grow there.
How about he manifests a fucking job?
How about a shirt? I'll even take a shirt.
Even one without a collar. I don't care. Just something.
So you sent me this one. Do you want to set this one up before we play it?
So this gentleman was he was driving through the nation of Chaz.
Nice. Okay. Cool.
And I guess he was coming to join the revolution, and he got jumped by multiple people, had his coat, his phone stolen, had his car vandalized, and his food taken from him.
I can't.
And also his car keys taken from him. So they
I can't.
This is the best.
I can't.
I love it.
No.
I love this. I want these people to all start fucking destroying each other.
All right. Come on, Mike. Watch this. I'm assuming he wasn't happy about it?
He was not pleased.
Okay.
I'm not in any show. I have rights. What the fuck is this shit? I just had my keys broken, stolen, got jumped, had my phone stolen, and these fucks let it all happen. Fucking what the fuck? Stay the fuck away from me, you fucks!
By the way, shout out to this girl who walks over, pretends to be concerned, and then steals one of his sodas.
Can I want to point something out, too. There's many reasons that people might not want to go to Chaz. I mean, the violence, the filth, the people that live there. But the worst thing is, Mike, and I don't know if you agree with me, they drink generic cola.
Yeah, it's pretty gross.
That's the worst thing about this.
Maybe your problem isn't the oppression of the government. Maybe your problem is being poor. Also, I know this is one of those things I never understood even with poor people, because we grew up poor. Just because you're poor, right? Like the amount of money saved on discount cola is negligible.
It's negligible.
It's not
You're
even
right.
worth. It's not even worth. Like when I see poor people, right? And you'll see these people that like for instance, like you'll see a family and the mom and the dad are lazy and they never cook dinner for the kids. So they always take them to McDonald's. They always order Domino's. And you're like, right there is where you're spending a bunch of money. But then they'll get RC Cola and you're like, what? You're not saving that much.
You want some Dr. Thunder?
Yeah, they do fucking, they go and buy pain pills, a black market so they can fucking continue their habits. But then they're like, hey guys, we got to make sure we get generic cola, brand cola. And it's like, have you ever seen, when you go to Publix, Coca-Cola is almost always 2 for 1.
Yes, you're right.
It's almost always fucking 80
Yep.
cents for a 2-liter bottle. It's like, if you go to the store right now, you look at Coca-Cola and then you look at RC Cola. You're talking about a 10-cent difference. You're going to be poor anyway. Your family's going to die of drug overdoses and diabetes, and they're going to get shot by the cops. Spring for the fucking Coca-Cola. Am I wrong here? Enjoy life. Enjoy a Coke before you're murdered by the cops in your housing project. Fucking go get the
Apparently,
Coke.
they're getting mad that you're calling RC Cola bargain brand. The RC Cola is owned by Dr. Pepper.
RC Cola is dog shit.
Then why would they call it Royal Crown?
It's objectively dog shit. Nobody has ever been like, you know what I could go for right now? A nice, cold, refreshing RC Cola.
I'm gonna crack open a tab.
It tastes like shit. Who the fuck? Tab's not even. I could drink a Tab. If I was in a jam and you went, all we got is Tab, I'd be like, great. If you said all we have is RC Cola, I can't drink. It's that bad.
Let's see.
Away from me, you fucks, everyone!
You see how she stole the soda though? Just walks away. Windshield's shattered.
Police around this bitch if you're me. Holy shit.
He's crying and he's asking for police. Is that what I'm seeing?
And look, I'm not gonna pretend like, you know, what these people aren't doing isn't fucked up. It's awful, but he 100% deserves this. Anyone
For going there.
anyone who goes in there with all your stuff,
Yeah.
not even like if somebody went in there with like just a cheap old phone just to get footage or
Of course.
something, or in a cheap old camera, that'd be one thing. This man packed all of his shit into his car, and then drove his car into there. What did you expect, you moron?
Bitch if you're me.
Look, Mike, not a cell phone in sight.
Well, yeah, because his
I know.
stolen.
Just people enjoying their life.
You're all right, man. It's just a bad day.
It's just a bad day.
You're
Royce.
all right,
You're
man.
fine. You'll be all right.
You're all right, man. It's just a bad day. One of the comments in this, and it was a legitimate comment, it wasn't a troll comment. One of the comments in this was a girl that's in Chaz saying like, well, we don't know what happened before. Maybe he was drunk and that's why they took his keys.
I had the top reply
Oh,
to
yeah.
that one. Mine was like, wow, so he must have been drunk and resisted or something. Gee, that sounds eerily familiar, right? Like, you guys keep bitching about the cops doing this shit, right? Well, hang on. Like, you see a video of George Floyd getting his neck knelt on for 8 minutes and 46 seconds, and you go, yeah, but I kind of want to see the whole I want to know what he was doing to deserve to be murdered by the cops. So now they're doing this. It's the same mental gymnastics because I support Chaz. Well, I want to see first what he did to deserve getting his windshield smashed, his phone stolen, and his car bashed to shit. I want to see if he resisted or maybe he was on drugs or something. You guys are doing the same thing the thin blue line people do. Well, maybe he should have just complied.
Somebody pointed something out. You could hear the girl. You can't see her, but you could hear her open the soda.
Around this bitch
Just listen.
if you're me.
That's a great mic, by the way.
That was
Fantastic mic. What phone is that guy using? Because that sounded like a boom mic. Is she doing Foley work? Like that is fucking wow.
Police around this bitch if you're me.
But I really wish I could have been there the day George Floyd got killed by the cops so I could go, come on, buddy, you're just having a bad day. It's all right.
Did you? Well, let me finish that. Something else that happened.
Really? Give me my keys back then. Someone give me those fucking keys from that fuck.
That's where the video ends. Did you see the person that was on, I think, their message board or Reddit or whatever that was talking about getting their bike stolen?
Yeah. Oh, yeah. And everybody was like, oh, actually, people that are more oppressed than you, they probably just reassigned your goods.
Think of it as, and the quote was, an unplanned
unplanned
donation.
It is.
It was an unplanned donation.
If only there were like, there were some kind of designated sort of peacekeeping officers that would like patrol neighborhoods and have like authorization by the government to oversee these sort of civil disputes and try to find a reasonable conclusion to them. Well, like some people that would like, I don't know, maybe police the neighborhood.
So like some sort of community on-demand patrol system. We'll call it like cops for short.
Yeah, I like that.
That's
like
cool,
that.
right? It's pretty cool.
If only we had something like that.
Oh, well, Mike, maybe someday technology will get there. This guy was in Chaz. He was a preacher. He was singing Amazing Grace right before this, which you see him holding as a speaker. They wanted him to leave because they don't want any of your religion, man. We don't need God in Chaz.
You all need God in Chaz. Every one of you.
So now I want to show you what they're doing is they're doing some things that they would frown upon if police did to citizens. But it's okay. Let's check it out.
Grab his leg. Can someone grab his leg?
Wait. Pause. Is that Antifa guy? The fucking sex offender?
Which one? This guy?
Marquez or Marquez? Somebody in the chat. We have enough people watching. Somebody tell me if that guy in the patty cap,
Him.
is that the Antifa guy that we've covered on the show? He's like a, it is it not the same guy? Somebody let me, it is
Somebody
him.
says yes.
Okay. All right. Yeah, this guy's a registered sex offender who's been an Antifa officer. This guy's been stirring shit in this country for 4 years now.
Grab his leg. Can someone grab his leg?
Listen to me.
This is autonomous capital zone.
No one is trying to hold you captive, but you cannot.
But they are. They're literally holding him captive.
Oh! No one is trying to hold you captive, but you cannot play the speaker anymore.
Yes, I.
No one's trying to hold you captive, but you cannot play the speaker anymore. Why? If they only had like a set of rules that they could be governed by, you know?
Almost like you could call them like laws.
Laws? Did you come up with that?
Yeah, it was all me.
I like that. That's really good.
It 100% was not the Romans. It was me.
So then we would have these cops enforcing these laws. Did I say it right?
Laws.
Laws.
Close. Yeah.
Laws.
And then what they would do is they would be authorized to try to settle these disputes as best as possible. And then in the event where they couldn't maybe have to maybe hold somebody and bring them to a place where they could then have the state sort of decide what the appropriate actions would be.
Now, what if these cops that we were speaking of that we just came up with, what if they didn't like a minority and just shot him, though?
Well, you know.
Broken eggs?
Can't make an omelet. Come on.
Well, we cannot. No, we cannot.
We will.
We cannot.
We will. We will preach the king. We will talk about our king. He's going to go.
Hang on.
This is going great.
Rock knock on our ship. Jesus. Give me the power of
This guy, by the way,
That's also crazy.
is a complete retard. Like, this place is just going to be a magnet for retards and idiots. So I certainly, like, here's the thing, right? If this guy were doing this and making a scene and the cops were arresting him, I would be okay with it. I would. I'd be like, get this guy out of here. He's annoying. Like, it's one thing to go on the streets and hand out things and be like, hey, you know, believe in Jesus and all that stuff. When you start going, I will bring my king's wrath upon you. Look, you have to kind of do something. I'm only against this because you fucking hypocrites have been saying no police, freedom of expression, and no chokeholds, and you're becoming the guys you hate that you're against. It's fucking hilarious.
He sounds like Quentin Tarantino's preacher character from Little Nicky.
Give me the spirit of the Lord.
Oh, he's doing the speaking in tongues.
By the way, can I point something out? That's a Bose speaker. Those are expensive. Like, that's not a cheap fucking Behringer PA system.
By the way, speaking in tongues is the stupidest thing.
Oh yeah,
that was ever introduced by American evangelicals. It is the stupidest shit ever that I've ever seen, and I don't know where it came from. And it just goes to show you how, you know, these religious people, they just all kind of just kind of parrot each other, and it's like, okay, but where is that in the Bible though? And it's like, well, no, it's where is it specifically where you're supposed to go like the Tasmanian devil?
Book of Mormon.
It's there's no Jesus never said go out and just speak gibberish and scare people and make them uncomfortable in my name. Like he never once said that.
Help! Fuck, dude, put the speaker down. I need fucking help. I've got this, man.
You need help? If there was only some people that you could call that were, you know, trained in this.
And I need help. But no, take my stuff.
That's $600 speaker. I'm taking it.
Let go of my property. I need help. Let go of my property. Let go of my property. Somebody fucking grab him. You're hurting me. You're hurting me.
I wish he started screaming, I can't breathe. That would have been the icing on the cake.
Help!
Just chill.
Let go of my spirit.
Just chill, dude. Here we go.
Why is it all about you guys? This is America. Let go! This is America.
No, it's not. This isn't America. This is Chaz.
God damn it! Hey, let go! Let go of me!
There you go.
We're done. There you go. I don't see you here. Indigenous voices.
Wait, what was this guy saying about black voices and indigenous voices?
I don't know. It's all bad.
We're done. Here you go. I don't see you. I don't see you here. That's indigenous voice. Go get it back. Chokehold. Stop choking yourself. You're choking me.
Luis, let him go. Luis.
So they started putting him in a chokehold, and then they looks like they're his knees on him, huh?
It's you know, if you keep that up, you won't be able to breathe.
Wow, that would be terrible. Can you imagine what would happen? If someone couldn't breathe?
It's again, to my point, there really needs to be a big old moment. The government needs to haul ass into this place and just unload some 50 cal machine guns into that crowd while blasting Flight of the Valkyries. That's the only satisfactory payoff, in my opinion. The only way this ends with me breaking out some popcorn with my dick all hard would be them rolling in and unloading, just unloading into that crowd while they play that specific song. And then I could just be like, all right, hey, you know what? It was almost all worth it.
A couple networks have already picked up the rights to make a Chaz TV show. So they're working through a couple intros. This one's from Suspicious Spam. So we play this one first, and we'll play the other one. Raz made the intro.
Better. He's the star of the show.
Karen's in it. The naked guy. Oh, directed by George Soros. That's pretty cool.
Very funny.
That's pretty cool. So they work that one, and somebody, a Suspicious Spam, also is trying another one. I mean, look, hey, you got to see what works. I like this one more. It's a little more... There's the pizza boxes that they used. God, it looks terrible, dude.
So, since... That's very funny.
Yeah.
But since I did bring up the whole government just coming in and routing these people... and there's a couple people that are saying it's not very libertarian to me. What do you say to the people who own property in that area?
Correct.
What do you say to people who own a business in that area?
Mm-hmm.
What do you say to people? Like, people seem to conflate libertarianism with complete lack of rules and laws.
That's anarchy.
That's not libertarianism. Libertarianism is, hey, look at this. I'm going to open up a coffee shop right across from the police station in Seattle. How great is this? And then the coronavirus comes, and you can't open your coffee shop for fucking 3 months. And then you finally get to open it up, and these shitbirds get to come in and fucking take the place over. That's not libertarianism.
And they get to extort you.
It's not libertarianism. There's libertarianism means very limited government. It doesn't mean, like Roy said, it's anarchy if you just want the people to go out and fucking try to grow plants on pizza boxes and fucking shit in the streets and fucking bash people's windows and steal from them. That's not libertarianism. Libertarianism is a strong but small government that's like, hey, look, we got some basic rules here. Respect each other. Respect each other's property rights, which is a big part of private property, is one of the tenets of libertarianism. The non-aggression principle. These people broke the non-aggression principle. They broke it. The government didn't break it. These people broke it. So at some point, the government needs to step in and go, okay, guys, listen, we're going to start a clock right now, 5-minute countdown, and we're going to just start blasting everybody that's standing in this 6-block radius with unlimited 50 cal rounds. We'll give you, you know what? We'll be nice. We're going to give you 8 minutes and go and watch the beep and watch everybody scatter so the people who own these businesses can go back in, start cleaning up and open up their businesses. This is anarchy. It's not libertarianism. This is chaos. This is fucking Lord of the Flies level shit where you basically have essentially a bunch of media and banking types, white women and teenagers, and black SoundCloud rappers trashing a 6-block radius. It's not libertarianism.
Yeah, and again, you're supposed to respect people's property, and they're taking people's property.
If they were set up somewhere like, let's say, there's parts of Baltimore that are literally just they're nothing now. It's just nothingness. It's
called
boarded
Baltimore.
up houses.
Except the Bay Area.
Baltimore's starting to try to come back compared to where it used to be, but there are parts of Baltimore where it's literally boarded up houses and all the properties in foreclosure, and nobody really cares, right? So let's say they started some commune out there, and they were doing gardens, and they were doing their thing out somewhere in no one gives a fuckville. Then I would go, hey man, what are they? Are they really harming anybody? Who gives a shit? Just fucking let them have it. But we're talking about downtown Seattle. You can't allow this.
A major part of downtown Seattle.
Which Seattle, I get it. Antifa shithole, leftist stronghold, fine, whatever. It's still a major port city in the United States of America. It's the West Coast's major, the Pacific Northwest. Everything comes in and out of Seattle. What do you do?
I think this will be the last thing that we play from Chaz. I guess one of Tucker's producers made this.
Looking for a relaxing getaway to forget about the election and the coronavirus lockdown? Well, look no further. Welcome to the nation of Chaz. It's the Capitol Hill Autonomous Zone located within beautiful downtown Seattle.
It's shaped like a
It's
penis.
The anarchist utopia you never knew you needed. Just look at all the things you're missing out on. A welcoming committee greeting you upon arrival.
Did not respond to our request for information about
Fox
what
News?
they plan to do next.
Fox News.
The camera is right on the side of it.
It's a van. There's a giant van that
So
says Fox News on it.
Right?
So I guess the News Corp.
But you can tell the optics are back because this other guy who's there walks in and tries to go, dude,
shut up,
shut
dude.
the
Can you shut
fuck up. We look retarded now.
Plan to do next.
Luxury accommodations. For the intellectual types, we've got thought-provoking artwork. Not wild about cops? Good news, because there are none. Masked men with guns will keep you safe and sound throughout your stay.
Nice.
Even CNN says it's a totally peaceful scene.
If in fact there is going to be federal officers or federal law enforcement come to this area, it is not going to be a pretty situation.
Oh, what does CNN know? Back to the good stuff. Check out these state-of-the-art porta potties. And for freedom fighters looking for live entertainment, our radicals will serenade you with lovely tunes like this one.
Who don't matter? This mother.
Nice.
As you can see, Chaz has it all. So come on down to the place where everyone's welcome and diversity is appreciated. As long as you're not a capitalist, a meat eater, a police officer, or someone that stands for the anthem. We'll see you soon.
Huh? Next
like it.
ROTC live event?
I like it.
Should we go?
Yeah, right.
You don't want to go to Chaz? I think it will be fun.
I think if we are going to go somewhere where it's going to get wild, we got to do Jacksonville, right?